Hello there, welcome to Sigma Tech Consult Limited. Today we will be treating a topic in mathematics. All right, we'll be looking at multiplication and division of fractions. All right, I know you have a very good knowledge of multiplication and division. So today we'll be looking at how fractions are multiplied and how divisions or how fractions are divided rather, okay? All right, so just like I will always say, just as you have real numbers, okay, multiplied and divided, so also does fractions multiply and divide themselves, okay? So the learning objectives today, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to multiply fractions. Even if it's 20 fractions, you should be able to multiply all of them, okay? All right, you should also be able to divide fractions, all right? Okay, so these are the two objectives that we believe that at the end of this class, you should be able to do conveniently. All right, so multiplication of fractions. Here I said to multiply fractions, you need to multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. That is the simple principle in multiplication of fractions. If you are given two fractions, the denominator of the fractions will be multiplied by the denominator. So if you are given two fractions, the two denominators multiply themselves. So if you are given 10 fractions, for example, and they are all multiplying themselves, it means all the denominators, the 10 denominators, the 10 numerators will multiply themselves. Okay? And the 10 denominators will also multiply themselves. So I say to multiply fraction, you need to multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. Don't go and multiply the numerator with the denominator. You will fail. Okay? Don't multiply the denominator with the numerator. No. So you multiply numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Okay, then another one that is of importance and essence is then reduce the result to its lowest term. To its lowest term. Okay, so sorry for that apostrophe there in its. Is its lowest term, ITS. Okay, to its lowest term, if possible. It means that you can solve and get to a point where the value is not in its simplest form. So you must put that is another thing in multiplication or division of fraction. Another thing in fractions. You must make sure that the fraction is in its lowest terms. Okay? Because you find out that some students or some pupils, as the case may be, when they do fraction questions and they get an answer that is not in the option, they will begin to wonder why. The problem may be that you have not given the answer in its lowest term. For example, you are solving a particular question and you arrive at 5/10 as your answer. 5/10. You know, 5/10 is not the simplest term of that. So if you check in your option, you won't see 5/10 there. Do you understand? What you will see there is 1/2. So why it is 1/2 is because that 5/10 is reduced to its simplest term. So you must bear that at the back of your mind, okay? All right, so for division of fractions, I say in dividing fraction, rearrange the fraction in form of multiplication, okay? By expressing the denominator fraction, you know, in every fraction there is always a denominator. So by expressing the denominator fraction in its multiplicative inverse. Just as in real number, let's say we have 1/2. This is the numerator and this is the denominator, right? So also it is when we are having two fractions dividing themselves. So if we have 1/2 divided by 3/4, it means this whole fraction is the denominator, is the numerator. Why this whole fraction is the denominator. That is why I called it the denominator fraction. So this is the denominator fraction. This is a numerator fraction in this division of two fractions. Do you understand that now? So the the principle is that in dividing fractions, rearrange the fraction in form of multiplication by expressing the denominator fraction, this is the denominator fraction, in its multiplicative inverse. And we'll see some example when we start calculating, okay? So let's have, all right, let's see some example. I have like 4 questions here that we're going to solve quickly. Then we take like one from the Examguide app, okay? And that should give you a very sound understanding of solving multiplication of fraction or division of fractions. Is that okay now? So let's see the first one we have there. The first thing we have there is simplify 2 over 7 times 4 over 5, number 1. Is that okay? 2 over 7, 4 over 5. 2 over 7, 4 over 5. So solution. So we have 2 over 7 multiplying 4 over 5. This is multiplication of fractions. Remember the principle? In multiplication, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. That is the simple thing there. So that will mean 2 will multiply 4, while 7 will multiply 5. So 2 multiply 4, that is 2 times 4, 8. Over 7 times 5 is 35. You see this? So that is just the very simple thing we have there. 2 multiply 4 is 8. 7 multiply this. Now, look at, we now said that then keep your answer in its simplest form. Now you ask yourself, a fraction is in its simplest form when there is no factor common to the numerator and the denominator. Once there is no factor common to both makeup of the fraction, that is the numerator and the denominator, we say that that fraction is in its simplest term, is in its reduced term. Now look at 8 and 35. Do we have any factor apart from 1 that is common to 8 and also common to 35? Obviously none. 2 is common to 8 but not to 35. Okay? 4 is common to 8 but not to 35. 5 is common to 35 but not to 8. Do you understand that now? So we leave our expression in this. So we have solved this. That is our answer. Is that okay now? So let's look at the next one. They say, number 2. Simplify three whole number 5 over 17 times 2 whole number 5 over 6 times 1 whole number 4 over 8. All right, so we are asked to simplify this fraction. Now we have like 3 fractions multiplying this. Like I said, you can multiply up to 100 any fraction at all. Just denominator, denominator, numerator, numerator. That is what to do. So this is 3 fractions multiplying. All right? But these fractions are all in mixed form. Okay? They are all mixed numbers. So what do? We first of all, solution. First, change the mixed numbers to what? Improper fractions. So that's the first thing. Change all the mixed number to improper fraction. An improper fraction is a fraction, of course you know, let me just remind you, is a fraction whose numerator is greater than the denominator. That's an improper fraction. Do you understand the thing now? Okay, so let's see this now. So we have 3 whole number 5 over 17 times 2 whole number 5 over 6 times 1 whole number 4 over 8. Okay? 3 whole number 5, 17, good. 2, 5, 6, 1, 4, 8. So let's change all this to improper fraction. So 17 times 3, to change to improper fraction is this denominator multiply the, what is it called? The whole number, then you add it with this. Okay? So 17 times 3, 17 multiplied by 3, 3 times 7 is 21. So write down 1, carry 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus this is 5. So it's 51. Is that okay now? 3 times 7 is 21. Write down 1. We took 2 here. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. So 51. So this is 51 plus this is 56. So this is 56 all over 17. Do you get that? They will come here, multiplied by 2 times 6. 6 times 2 rather, or 2 times 6, whichever one. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. So this is 17 all over 6 times 8 times 1 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So this is 12 over 8. Is that okay now? All right. So now let's look at this. This is in division. In multiplication, I said multiply all this, multiply all this. But you know, these numbers are quite big that if you begin to multiply, it will give you a very large number. And when you multiply all this, it will also give you a large number, such that when you begin to divide now, you begin to have problems. So it is good since you have factors, maybe up and down, that are common to the numbers up and down, just reduce as much as possible. Just keep reducing. For example, 17 can reduce 17. Remember, in multiplication, whatever you have done, whichever position it is, it can go and divide any particular denominator. The numerator, whether it is here or here or here, it can divide any particular numerator of its choice. So if we had anything that is a multiple of 17 here, I would have gone to divide 17 by that thing. Do you understand me now? So since we have 17 here, they are common, okay? 17 is a factor of 17. Do you understand? So 17 into itself is 1. 17 into 17 is 1. So we are done there now. We come to 6. 6 into itself is 1. Look at 12. 6 into 12 is 2. Do you see that? We come to 2 and 8. 2 into itself is 1. 2 into 8 is 4. What do we have next? Look at 4 and 56. You understand me now? 4 can go into 56. 4 into itself is 1. Why did I say 4 can go into 56? This is, I had already calculated it. But if you don't know, probably you can start with 2. Okay? So let me start with 2 for you so that you know what I said. This is 4. So 2 here is 2. 2 in 56. Yes, because 56 is an even number, so 2 can divide 56. Okay? All right. So 2 in 56. All right? 2 in 5. 2 in 5 is 2, remainder 1. That one we put it in 16. In 6, it becomes 16. 2 in 16 is what? 8. So 8. Do you get that now? So it means that we have 2, we have 8. So this is 28. All right? Do you get that? All right. So 2 in itself is 1. 2 in 28 is 14. Because 2 in itself is 1. 2 in 8 is 4. So the answer of this whole thing, this plenty thing, is 14. You understand that now? So the answer to this particular question is nothing but 14. So that is how to solve this particular question. All right? So let's look at the next one. The question is on division. They said we should divide 3 over 7 by 2 over 5. Okay? Number 3. Simplify or divide. Simplify 3 all over 7 divided by 2 all over 5. 3 over 7 divided by 2 over 5. Okay? So the solution. If you can recall the principle I gave to you, 3 over 7 divided by 2 over 5. 2 over 5. If you can recall the principle I gave to you in division of fractions, I said that when fractions divide themselves, the denominator fraction, okay, should be given in its multiplicative inverse. Okay? All right, so this, let me put it in typical division sign. This is 3 over 7 divided by, okay, 2 over 5. This is the same thing that we'll have there. Now, this is a fraction, and this is the numerator. This is a fraction, this is the denominator. In dividing two fractions, this division that separates the two fractions must change to multiplication for you to do anything here. If not, you can't do anything. It must change to multiplication. Now, how do you change this to multiplication? You don't just come and just put, okay, 3 over 7 times 2 over 5. No. We change it to multiplication by expressing the denominator as a multiplicative inverse of this. So what it will mean is, multiplicative inverse will mean that the 2 will come down, the 5 will go up. That is the reciprocal of this. We'll find the reciprocal of 2 over 5. Do you understand that? Okay, so this means 3 over 7, this division now has changed to what? Multiplication. Why? Because the reciprocal of this is 2 goes up, 2 comes down, 5 goes up. Okay? So that means 5 over 2. 5 over 2. Is that okay now? All right. So now we can apply our principle of multiplication. Numerator, numerator, denominator, numerator. Provided there is no factor common to any of them here. So just do that. So this is 3 times 5 is 15. 7 times 2 is 14. All right, so have we gotten our answer? Some of you will say yes. But I will tell you, if you're solving a theory question, if the mark, let's say how many steps did we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the mark is 5, you may be given just 4. Or even some examiners may be hard enough, very hard on you to just give it 3 over 5 because you didn't give them the final answer. Do you understand? So the final answer is this must be in mixed fraction. Okay? All right, so we have to put this in mixed number. 14 divide 15 will go once because 14 over 14 is 1. So we go one whole number, 1 over 14. 14 divide 15 is 1, remainder 1. That one you put it over 14. Okay? So that's the answer, one whole number, 1 over 14. Is that okay now? All right, let's look at the next question we have there before we go to the questions we have in our Examguide app. All right, so the third question we have there, that question says, simplify 3 whole number, 2 over 3 divided by 4 whole number, 3 over 9. 4 whole number 3 over 9. Solution. Let's look at the solution of this. So this will be 3 whole number 2 over 3 divided by 4 whole number 3 over 9. All right? So we change this to improper fraction, okay? So this will be 3 times 3, 9 plus 2. This is 11 over 3 divided by 9 times 4 is 36. 36 plus 3, 37, 38, 39. All right? So this is 39 divided by 9. Okay? So we go, this will mean 11 divided by 3, this division, divided by 39 over 9. Is that okay? All right. 39 over 9. So what that will mean is 11 over 3 multiplied by, this has changed to multiplication now, this division. But what made it to change is the multiplicative inverse of 39 over 9. So this is now 9 over 39. Is that okay now? So, of course, 3 into itself is 1. 3 here is 3. Do you get that now? All right. So, what this means is we are having 11 times 3 all over 39. But, okay, let's just simplify. Let's not just multiply. Let's simplify. 3 is common here. So whichever one, either we simplify or multiply and just do it, is the same thing. But 3 is common in 39. 3 is common in 39. Okay? Now, how? 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 9 is 3. So that is 13. Look at it. 3 into itself is 1. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 9 is 3. Meaning 13 times 3 is equal to 39. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. 39. So 3 into 39 is 13. So it means that this is equal to 11 over 13. And this is the simplest form that this particular number can be. Okay? I was trying to tell you that even if you do 11 times 3 over 39, it will give you 33 all over 39. 3 into 33 is 11. Can you see? 3 into 39 is 13, which will give you the same thing that we got here. So whichever way you want to go about it, you will still arrive at the same answer. Okay? All right. So let's look at one example or so from the exam app, from the Examguide app. All right? So we are looking at mathematics. Let's look at mathematics and let's take a random question. All right. All right, let's look at this one. Evaluate square root of 3 whole number 1 over 16. They say we should evaluate this. Okay. This is a division question, so let's see what it is. Application of the division question and square roots and square. All right. So we have square root of 3 whole number 1 over 16. Square root of what? 3 whole number 1 over 16. So what do? We change this thing to fraction, to improper fraction. So 16 times 3 will give us 3 times 6, 18, carry 1. 3 times this is 3 plus 1, 48. So it means 3 times And 16 times 3 is 48 plus 1 is 49. So this is square root of 49 over 16. Is that okay now? So what this means is square root of 49 divided by square root of 16. Is that okay? Square root of 49, you know, square root of 49 is 7. Okay? That is 7 times 7 is 49. All right. 7. Square root of 16, you know, is 4. That is 4 times 4 is 16. Okay? So we have the answer of this thing to be 7 over 4. Is this the answer of this? If you check the option, look at it. The first option is 1 whole number, 1 over 4, 2 number. So there is no option that is this. So once you solve and you get to this point, you'll be confused because there is no option that looks like your answer. So what you must do is to apply the principle I told you. You must convert or you must change this. You must make them appear in their simplest form. Do you understand the point now? So 7 over 4. How do we make it appear? Is how many times will 4 go into 7? Is 1 time because there will be a remainder. So this will be 4 into 7 is 1 whole number, remaining 3 because 4 into itself is 4. Okay, remainder 3. So 3 all over 4. So 1 whole number, 3 over 4. 1 whole number, 3 over that, and that is option C. All right? Okay, so I want to see if we can get other questions from some topics. Okay, so let's take one more question, and this question says simplify. This is 6th question. It says simplify open bracket 2 whole number 1 over 4, 2 whole number 1 over 4 minus 1 whole number 2 over 3 close the bracket multiplied by 1 whole number 5 over 7. So let's look at this. So this is an application question. Okay, from here we'll go to multiplication. So let's look at this. So 2 whole number 1 over 4 minus 1 whole number 2 over 3 multiplying 1 whole number 5 over 7. Okay, so this is, we make everything to be in improper fraction. Okay, so this is 2 times 4, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 over 4 minus 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5 over 3 times 1 times 7 times 1, 7. 7 plus 5, 12 over 7. Is that okay now? So what do we do? Remember in board mass, don't go and do this first. Board mass say bracket. So do what we have in the bracket. Board mass. BODMAS. So bracket first. All right, so we do what we have here. So in bracket, we have 9 over 4 minus 5 over 3. We look for the LCM. Do you get that? So LCM of the denominators, LCM of 4 and 3. I've told you before, LCM of two numbers that are not common, okay, is the multiplication of those two numbers. All right? So 4 and 3, 4 times 3, the LCM is 12. All right? So 3 divided 12 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. You get that? All right? We'll bring down our minus. 4 into 12 is 3. 3 times 9. That is 9 times 3. That is 27. Is that okay now? All right. So we have, so 3 divide 12. The answer is 4. 4 times 5. That is how we got 20. We came back here. 4 divide 12. The answer is 3. 3 times 9. 3 times 9, that is 9 into 3 places. The answer is 27. Okay? All right. So we are having this now to be equal to times 12 over 7. Then here is times 12 all over 7. Do you understand that now? So what this means is, if we are opening this now, 27 minus 20 will be 7 all over what? 12. That is 27 minus 27 over 12 is equal to times 12 all over 7. Is that okay now? All right. So 12, 12, 7, 7. So we know what our answer will be. This 1, 7 here, this 1, this 1. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 divided by 1 is 1. So the answer is 1. You get the point? So if you look at your option there, your option is option A, which is 1. So 1 is your correct answer in this particular question. So you can go ahead and pick questions, look for questions from your exam guide. Like this one is an assignment for you now. Take it. Find the square root of 6 whole number 1 over 4. Find the square root of 6 whole number 1 over 4. You do that as an assignment. Post the answer in the comment section. Please post the answer in the comment section. That is how I will know that you've been following what we have been doing. Okay? The question again is find the square root of 6 whole number 1 over 4. All right? Okay, so I think this is the point that we will stop today. I believe that with these things we've solved here, with this explanation, you should solve any questions regarding multiplication and division of fraction. Until I come your way next time, thank you so much.